Hey, what's happening guys? Mike Moo here, and today I'm going to unbox the iRobot Roomba 560. This is the fifth generation vacuum cleaning robot from the guys over at iRobot, people that have been making these Roombas for many years. And on top of that, I'm going to show you some comparisons and unbox the iRobot Roomba AeroVac upgrade kit, which is highly recommended just for anybody really. I mean, this says that it helps you get more hair off of your brushes with the new AeroVac bin technology. And they've made a number of fixes to a lot of issues that people with iRobot Roombas have been having with the 500 series. So yeah, stay tuned, check it out. All right, first things first. This is really close to the highest end iRobot Roomba that you can purchase at retail outlets or basically online that isn't from the iRobot store. So keep that in mind. This is the fifth generation. The newest generation is actually the Roomba 700 series. And if you like, I'll make a little bit comparison video between the 700 series and the 560 series. The 600 series is just a professional version. They made a couple of things more robust about the iRobot Roomba. But for the most part, this is the highest end product that you can purchase from any retail outlet or pretty much online, with the exception of iRobot's own website. All right. So here's what we have inside. Oh, I'm gonna adjust the camera there. We got a brush cleaning tool right there. We have the AC adapter charger. This seems fairly lightweight, kind of bulbous design, but we got that to charge. You have the self-charging dock. The iRobot will automatically go back as necessary and dock itself back into the dock to charge. This works very well with the scheduling function of the 560 model. And this is where you plug in the charger. We've got two of these virtual walls. These basically send an invisible, to us anyways, beam of light that lets it know not to go past a certain section of wherever you put them. So it's pretty much self-explanatory. They don't give you any batteries, but it uses standard C-cell batteries. They give you two of them in the standard 560. Now, if you get this package anywhere else, they might change the numbers a little bit. Like maybe there might be a 570 or somewhere. Those are made specifically for that retailer or that wholesaler. Costco, for instance, sells the 560 as a different number, and they have their own little packages where they include a few more accessories. So this is the standard filter. There's really not a whole lot to it. Looks like it hasn't really changed much over the years. If you've seen my Roomba 440 review, you can check out the unboxing. I'll provide a link at the bottom, and you can kind of compare what you get with the upgraded 560 series. Now, they have a 530 series, and I believe that the difference between that and this is the scheduling. So if you don't need the scheduling and you just like to just press the button and let it run its thing, which might be the case for many of you, you don't need it to automatically run, or you know, for instance, you only let it run when you're leaving the house. You could just real simply just press the button and let it go ahead and clean up the areas that you want. With the scheduling function, you don't even have to worry about it. So you can schedule what days you want it to run, and it'll automatically turn itself on and power over to clean up the areas that you want. So that's good. There's a little sheet here that recommends that if you have any questions, just go ahead and call the 866 number here for some help. I hear they're quite helpful, but I have not actually needed to call them to ask them about stuff. You'll find that there's going to be a lot of Roomba resources online, and for instance, I talk about disassembling and fixing the 440 Roomba, and I'll probably do the same thing once the time comes for the 560 and the 700 series at some time. So I've noticed a couple of differences. This is definitely a lot heavier than the Roomba. It feels a lot heavier than the Roomba 440 series and the Roomba 1.0 series as well. Could very well be, well, it definitely looks more advanced. that's just first impressions. You got similar rubber wheels. Yeah, bigger bin, and you got the counter rotating brushes that actually I hear that people run into some problems with. You seem to have more sensors over here. It seems to have a dirt sensor up in the front, so it can kind of figure out where it needs to do its magic more and vacuum. And it's got all these buttons up here to schedule the day, the hour, and how many minutes to clean, the spot cleaning mode. You press a button for it to dock, go back to dock, set the clock, and all that stuff is all built into here. This is kind of different from the iRobot scheduler series. It's a couple of generations ago that gave you a remote control that lets you program that stuff in. I guess this makes it a lot easier to just be able to program it right on the box, but it would have been nice to have a little remote control as well. This is definitely more robust than the Roomba 440 series. It definitely looks a lot more advanced. In what way? Well, it definitely feels heavier. It looks and feels better made. I like to think that because it's a little bit heavier, it's got a little bit more robust motor that picks up the dirt and dust and hair and stuff a little bit better. So I like to think that's the case, but I'm gonna go ahead and unbox the Aerovac upgrade kit for the 500 series and let you know how that is. But that's pretty much it for the unboxing. This thing looks like you have to remove it in order to activate the unit. It contacts the battery directly with the Roomba itself, so it made a nice little noise to let you know that, yep, I'm on and I'm ready to go. As far as removing the battery pack, I actually don't see that. Looks like there's going to be two screws right here, one screw there, that you can go ahead and use to unscrew and remove the battery. That's not something that you need to do very often, so I won't worry about it. There are two metal contact points that work in conjunction with the dock, so it'll automatically park itself right over here and for it to go ahead and charge and be ready to go on your own scheduled maintenance. All right, well that pretty much covers the standard unboxing. I know there's a couple of things that I would like to know personally that maybe some people don't talk about, but the charger for this is actually rated at input power of 33 watts and it outputs 22.5 volts at 1.25 amps. And the polarity is pretty much standard. The inside is positive and outside is negative. And well, your probably safest bet is just to get another one of these adapters if you do end up losing it or requiring some sort of replacement. You have the standard user manual. Looks like it's a quick start guide. It's not really that thick. Probably some warranty registration information in here as well. I highly recommend that you register your warranty, and you actually get a 15% off any iRobot accessory should you need to. You get a standard owner's manual and a quick start guide. Shows you how to put some things together over here.